loves, and welcome back to my channel Sangathi, which means that's the matter. And in today's video I'm going to show you my hair care routine, which doesn't involve any toxins. It's literally non-toxic hair care routine, and also I'm going to include a lot of tips and tricks. So with that said, let's get it going.
Friends ask me, you travel so much and still have such a beautiful hair, and how do you manage it? And that made me realize the answer might actually be useful to you as well, because these days there are so many myths and unnecessary hair care drama happening around. So in this video, let me simplify it for you and show you how easy can it actually be to maintain a beautiful and lustrous hair. If you're new here, hi and welcome to my channel Sangathi, which means that's the matter. I make travel videos and also lifestyle and wellness videos. Check out my channel page, and if that's your vibe, consider subscribing and sticking around. Let's talk about one of the most common problems people complain about: hair fall during shower. Do you know one major reason for that? Not detangling your hair before your shower. When you detangle your hair while it is dry, it removes most of the knots. But if you start shampooing without detangling and you rub your hair vigorously, it leads to a lot more hair breakage. So you will end up losing hair a lot more than you should. So the first thing I do is detangle my hair properly. For this I use a wide toothed comb or just a normal brush that you can see in this video. But while detangling the hair, one thing you have to keep in mind is you have to detangle your hair from the bottom and not from the top. This way it will be easier for you to work throughout the hair length, and also it will reduce extra strain at the scalp, at the roots, and you'll not have so much pain when you're trying to detangle your hair. Then I take a tiny amount of oil and gently apply it to my scalp so it can soak in and nourish it. Even though this is before hair wash, I only need small amount of oil because my hair is already maintained with regular oiling. First of all, hair oiling is one of the most miraculous things that you can do for your hair. People have stopped oiling their hair for the most strangest reasons. One of the most common things I hear is, I'll not look so glamorous when I oil my hair. But the truth is, you don't need to apply so much oil that you look like an oil painting. Just a few drops on the scalp are enough to nourish it, not half a bottle. And honestly, if those few drops of oil takes away your glamour, that probably means the glamour was never there to begin with. This might be a little harsh, but this is the truth. Another reason people give is that oil attracts dirt, makes their face look oily or cause acne. But most of these concerns come down to one simple thing: not knowing how to oil your hair, how much oil to use, and when to use it. So let me simplify it for you. There are two ways of oiling your hair. One is for daily maintenance and the two is for weekly maintenance. You probably already know the second one, the traditional way. You apply oil before your hair wash and then use a lot of shampoo to remove it. That makes your hair dry, so you use a lot of conditioner and then even more hair care products after that. But the amount of oil you need to apply before a head bath becomes much clearer when you're doing daily maintenance properly, and I'll explain that in a moment. Massage it gently, detangle your hair, braid it, and leave it overnight. I suggest you to repeat the same thing the next day as well. Then, before your next hair wash, depending on how oily your scalp already feels, you can add a few more drops of oil to the scalp and a little throughout the strands for nourishment. Remember, it's never about using a lot of oil, it's all about using just right enough. This daily oiling with just a few drops will actually prevent your dandruff in a long run. It might look it is creating more dandruff because you apply more oil on a daily basis than required. And then I massage using this massaging tool. I can't tell you if this is a game changer in terms of hair growth, but you will definitely feel relaxed after this. Now let me tell you a real game-changing massaging technique: inversion. For those who have extreme hair fall, try slightly warming up the hair oil and then massaging in the inversion technique. If you have tried this already before and feel like that doesn't work, then first of all you need to work on your diet and then try this again, because this one will definitely work. I talked to you about heating the oil, right? There is another way to induce heat in your scalp, and that is through this heating cap. I could say this is my favorite 10 minutes ritual, and it's so relaxing. Traditionally, we steam microfiber towel and wrap that around the hair, but this solves all that problem. By the way, you just need to put it for 10 minutes and not more than that, because you don't want to damage your hair follicles with excess heat. You can find this easily on Amazon. On the day you wash your hair and the day after, you don't need to apply any oil to your scalp. Your scalp works with its natural oils. But on the third day at night, you should add just a few drops of oil on your scalp. Remember, it's only on the scalp and not the entire hair length. And also, it's just a few drops, that's it. For your reference, I'm giving you my hair oiling schedule for the whole week. The whole point here is regular oiling is very important. It is much more efficient than oiling your hair just before you do head bath. Yeah, it's definitely good to oil your hair before your head bath, but that isn't itself a routine. I hope you get this point. Just like oiling hair, combing it and braiding it is also very important. I see a lot of people, especially men, not using comb. Comb actually helps in blood circulation to your scalp, and this is such a very important part of hair care routine, and most of you guys miss that. Don't get obsessed with whether that comb is a plastic one or a wooden comb. If you can get a wooden one, that's a very good thing. If not, just a regular comb works. But make sure you comb your hair every single day. And girls, if you wanted really long, nice, lustrous hair, consider combing twice a day. However, we get ready in the morning, so we comb it for once. But even before sleeping, when you comb your hair, that makes a huge difference. Trust me, you will thank me later about this. And braiding your hair is really important. Most of the Western idea romanticizes, leaving the hair loose while sleeping and all of that stuff. That is what exactly causes all of that acne and stuff. Leaving the hair loose for a very long time, especially when it is semi-oiled, that one actually causes a lot of problems like acne on the face, trap dust on your pillow cover. All of this could happen. I try to avoid as many toxins, as many chemicals as possible when it comes to my hair. So I use this DIY shampoo, about which I already shared a couple of shots, how to make it, how to use it, what is the composition, because it has beautiful rich ingredients like soapnut, shikakai. That this is a very traditional thing we used to make in our Indian homes.
Hi guys, so now I'm going to show you how I do my hair mask with my DIY shampoo and conditioner. So this is actually what makes a huge difference in my hair color, hair texture, and how my hair is growing. So it looks something like this. This is a mixture of shikakai powder, amla powder, hibiscus powder. I made the basic version of the hair wash. So what you need to do is take 3 full spoons if you have long hair. See of that paste. You can also see some nuraga, some
So after my head bath, unless and until I need styling, most of the times I try to do air dry. But when you're trying to air dry your hair, this is a very important thing you need to keep in your mind. Don't vigorously rub your hair or bang it with a towel. Don't do all of that stuff. Just squeeze it a little bit, squeeze off the water and let it air dry, and it is all good, because the hair tends to break much more than usual when it is wet.
And this is my hair after letting it air dry.
Usually my hair is shiny, but I wanted to keep it little tangle free while using this argan oil. I use any kind of argan oil so that it will keep the hair tangle free and a little bit shining, especially when I go out or in the work environment. So yeah, this is how my typical hair care routine is. I hope you found this video very useful and insightful. Let me know your comments as well in the comment section below. So Adi Sangathi, I will see you in a new video with a new topic next week. Until then, bye!